Well, I knew since February when the coup occurred that I knew I wouldn't be able to represent Myanmar under this regime. And I decided to publicly let the Myanmar people know that an athlete that has spent 2 decades of his life trying to get to the Olympic Games would sacrifice that dream to stand in solidarity with the people of Myanmar who are still being killed every day. And I felt like that was what I could do as an athlete to join the civil disobedience movement in Myanmar.
And you obviously wrote to the International Olympic Committee detailing your thoughts. Take me through that process, because that was obviously a part of this as well.
Yes. So my repudiation of the Myanmar Olympic Committee stems from my conviction that they are not the legitimate organization to carry the torch of the Olympic movement. And as they are currently controlled by the Myanmar government, which is a military genocidal regime, I felt that the IOC should also share my convictions that this puppet organization could not be legitimized by the Olympic movement at all.
So why not go to the Tokyo Games and qualify that route and then make a statement during the Olympics? Why did you choose not to take that route?
My belief that the Myanmar Olympic Committee is a puppet organization to a genocidal regime was too strong for me to go through that process and make my protest at the Olympic Games. I felt like I had to do it much sooner to go public with my boycott of the Myanmar Olympic Committee. And even if I was at the Olympic Games, even if at the Parade of Nations, I would flash the three fingers up. With the IOC's implementation of Rule 50, I may be threatened or with penalties by the International Olympic Committee for making that protest at the Olympic Games. And my conviction is that the Myanmar Olympic Committee should not at all be in the Olympic Games. So I wanted the IOC, I wanted them to know that they should immediately expel the Myanmar Olympic Committee from the Olympic movement, because they have continued to support a military regime that is being accused of genocide and is still killing innocent people.
Now, obviously, detractors would say, you know, you're an athlete. Why not stick to your sport? Why get involved in politics? What would you say to those people that have that opinion of you?
I would say that this goes far beyond politics. I believe this is about keeping genocide out of sport. This is about going back to what Pierre de Coubertin envisioned the modern Olympic Games to be, about humanity, about peace, about tolerance. I don't see how that's at all possible when the IOC is going to invite the Myanmar Olympic Committee to participate in the Olympic Games when their puppet masters are accused of genocide and are still carrying out violent attacks against innocent people. We could talk about politics and sport, but the Olympic Games is being used by Senior General Min Aung Hlaing as a propaganda exercise. And he is exploiting the IOC's neutrality principle so that he can send a team to the Olympic Games and tell the world that he is the legitimate ruler of Myanmar. And that I cannot stand. And that's why I'm trying to speak out and let the IOC know that they are going to be used. The Olympic Games is going to be used as a political propaganda exercise by a genocidal regime.
And obviously, how worried are you about your safety moving forward, making such a public statement like this, and your ability to maybe return to Myanmar one day?
After publicly speaking out, I wouldn't personally feel safe in Myanmar while this military dictatorship is in power. But I've always seen my sports career as being about more than just as an athlete. I wanted to bring sport as a tool for reconciliation, for peace, for development in Myanmar. There are still opportunities to help Myanmar people who have been displaced by the ongoing violence in bordering countries. And that's still what I want to do. Though I can't go back to Myanmar, I can go to the bordering nations and help those communities that have been displaced by the violence.
Thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.